So, today is going to, I think it's just about midnight. Today's going to be the moment of truth, people. Let's just, for argument's sake, say tomorrow, because I generally say, sometimes I'd say it's tomorrow, you know, if I haven't yet gone to bed, but today, tomorrow, whatever. We, at 9:30 p.m., after we had our half a cup of berries, my mom and I were officially done with our 3-day diet detox soup diet. MJ's recipe clears out toxins that keep women fat. Dr. Oz says it's a breakthrough. Well, you and I both know Dr. Oz says a lot of things are breakthroughs. We gotta be real here, okay? I like Dr. Oz, but he says a lot of things are breakthroughs. But in any case, my mom and I followed the diet exactly, down to the T, down to every last thing. I told you the only thing that we couldn't do was we were supposed to have unsweetened almond milk, and unfortunately I had sweetened almond milk. I had unsweetened, we had the first day, the second 2 days, but instead of having 2 cups, we just had 1, because it was sweetened, and it was giving me us extra sugar when I was supposed to have sugar. And so I said, Mama, we can only have the 1 cup, because I fucked up, and we don't have almond milk. And actually, I hadn't worried about that, because I didn't realize she'd want the shake instead of having just berries and then a shitload of nuts. I say a shitload, it says 2 or 3 handfuls. We didn't do that, we just did the shake thing, okay? And then, you know, you can be slightly off. You can unlimit, you know what I mean? If it says to use olive oil and it doesn't specify how much, you know, it says you can have chicken or fish cooked in olive oil and then unlimited sauteed vegetables, and they'll say in a teaspoon of olive oil. That's up for, you know, what's the word? I don't know what the word is, but, you know, oh, what the hell's the word? You just know I hate it when I can't come up with the word. I can't think of the word. Well, it means like one person might come up with one thing and one person another. It's if you say like 2 to 3 handfuls of nuts, that's vaguely written. I mean, someone might have a bigger hand than another, grab a handful, you know what I mean? So it's oh, what the fuck's that word? What's the word? I can't think of the word. Anyway, things can't be totally perfect. Even like we don't have a meat scale, but so we bought, if we're allowed to have 3 ounces of meat or fish, and we go by the pound, well actually, if we buy a certain amount and then cook it, it actually shrinks a little bit or something, you know, particularly if you meat. But we didn't go by that. I pretty much, if I had a half a pound of cod, and I'm only allowed to have 3 ounces, then if I had 9 ounces of cod, you'd split it into 3s. See? But if I had 8 ounces, I'd split the fish into 3s after cooking the whole thing, and then have a little bit extra in my 2 3-ounce servings, considering my 3 ounces will be a little bit bigger than the final 2 ounces that are in the refrigerator now, see? With the salmon, the same thing. So, became pretty damn close, okay? Anyone who goes on a diet, I can't think of the fucking word. And they're having you measure stuff or whatnot, even making the soup. We have some soup left over. It's not much, but some. And that's because if you're telling me, if I'm not measuring exactly, like you say, something large, carrots, or, you know, that's up for see, 3 ounces of fish or chicken breast cooked with olive oil, lemon juice, and herb spices. Olive oil doesn't say how much. When it has unlimited lightly sauteed vegetables, it says 1 teaspoon of olive oil again. It doesn't say how much. So I made a ton of vegetables. I ate way more vegetables than my mother did. And I told you I used flax instead of flax oil. The reason the option 2 for breakfast was 2 to 3 handfuls of raw nuts plus a cup of berries is because 2 to 3 handfuls is as much as you want, because you get a lot in the shake, and we just had the shake every day. The shake was in a blender. You combine 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk, a half a cup of raw almonds, so you get a half a cup of raw almonds or pumpkin seeds right there, and then a 1/4 cup of almond butter. See, that's why they have you have 2 to 3 when you get in the nuts only. They have you have a lot, you know. And then the rice, you get a half cup of rice. But when you're doing, I know why the soup came out a little bit bigger, because it's hard to get, I mean, we had more soup. First of all, they come up with this and it's close enough to lasting 3 days, but it probably is because they probably do know that it lasts longer. Number 1 or 2, different things. Somebody's large onion, mine could be larger than someone else's large. 2 medium, I mean, it came close enough. We have some soup left over, not much. We have, you know, I just went to the bathroom. I had to push my mother. My mother doesn't like to drink water. Or she'll drink water, but she doesn't like to drink as much water as she needs to. But on this, I had to be firm with her, because I know she wants results. We follow this to the T for these 3 days. To the T, to the ounce. I measured out the soup in a glass measuring cup. 1 cup of soup. We had 4 cups of that soup a day, okay? If she wants to lose, she has to drink water. We're eating a shitload of vegetables. You have got to have water. And I've told you guys before, the older you get, especially with my mom hitting 70 soon, the older you get, you're not thirsty. Your thirst, your ability to distinct, you still need to drink just because you don't feel thirsty. So I had to push her. I think she drank more water in these 3 days, but we're eating, you don't understand, guys, this is tons and tons of vegetables, okay? Unlimited, lightly sauteed vegetables. I did the cooking spray, the organic olive oil cooking spray, and then I did olive oil, but I'm making so much vegetables. I made a ton to have, you know, for a couple of days, and so I could add more than a teaspoon of olive oil, obviously, you know, because when they say unlimited lightly sauteed vegetables, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, they're talking about each meal, okay? So lunch, dinner, that's a teaspoon of olive oil, that's 2 teaspoons of olive oil. If I'm cooking for my mom too, then we can do 4 teaspoons of olive oil, see? And I did the cooking spray, so. Interpretation. Oh, God, turn my fucking nuts. Interpretation. Some things on this diet are up for interpretation, okay? 2 to 3 handfuls of nuts, my handful's going to be different with my big hand than somebody smaller than me. But the reason they do that 2 to 3 handfuls is because they have you measure exactly when you're having the shake, but when you're not having the shake and that extra stuff, they let you have a lot of nuts, you know? They probably figure, well, if you have a bigger hand, you're a bigger person, so you can eat more anyway. See? I imagine that's how they think. Why they didn't say, have this many nuts and just 2 or 3 handfuls, because they want you to realize that you really can have a lot of nuts if you're not choosing the shake option. My mom wanted the shake. She didn't want to have a shitload of nuts, so we did the shake with sweetened almond milk the second 2 days, but only 1 cup and not 2. So we went against the diet a little bit with that. You're not supposed to have sugar, and yes, it does. Sweetened almond milk has sugar, you know, but did the best we could do under the circumstances. Then it says if you want to keep on losing, I plan on continuing with this, just tweaking it a bit, as I told you, in other videos, or another video. Keep on losing. To keep losing after your 3-day jump start, you continue sipping the soup if you enjoy it, or experiment with other low-sodium veggie soups. You plan on 3 meals and 1 snack a day. Aim for lean protein, veggies, and good fat in most sittings. Add a couple of servings of fruit and a few servings of gluten-free starch. I'm definitely going to have a banana or 2 today. For breakfast, I think I'll have the shake. Still. But frozen berries today. Very, very simple diet. I hate coming across these diets in these magazines or whatnot that are so complicated in what they want you to eat, you know? Just very, very complicated. This is a very simple diet, and that's what I liked about it. But I had to push my mom. We're eating so much vegetables and fiber, and when you gotta drink a shitload of water. To get the best results, you gotta drink the water. I know my mom was pleased. She even said to me, I think I've lost weight, Laura. My pants are feeling a little loose. I said, I thought those pants fit you fine. It was your 12s that were tight and didn't fit you very much. No, the 14s were a little bit tight, you know, blah, 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 whatever. Now they're not. Well, that's good, Mama. My mom doesn't have as much to lose as I do. Again, before starting this 3 days ago, I was hitting 180, 179 is closer to, you know, and I want to get down to 150 to 155. So I have a hell of a lot more to lose than my mother. My mother was only 155.8. She only needs to lose, and technically doesn't even need to lose any weight. I mean, she wants to fit into her size 12. That makes sense, you know. They're brand new last year. She wants to fit into them. To fit into them, she has to drop like 10 pounds. I, on the other hand, I need to drop more than that. I would like to. So yeah. Gotta drink a shitload of water. We have a ton of fiber. That's how you clean out your system. Cleaning out the system. It's a detox diet. That's why it's called detox diet. So with the exception of the extra sugar and the sweetened almond milk, and again, up for interpretation, some of the things, you know, my mother and I followed that diet for 3 days to the day. To the day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today's Saturday. A little bit. I say a little bit because it's just hitting midnight, like right now. And I am going to go to bed. As I already told you, we're expecting snow, possibly tomorrow, but Sunday into Monday and Tuesday. They said a foot before, now they, depending on where you are, 6 inches, 8 inches a foot. I was kidding with my mom, like, I hope we get a blizzard. I hope we lose our heat and electricity for a whole week. She takes me seriously. I'm like, of course I don't hope that. My God, in Blizzard 2013, we lost it for just 2 days, and it was fucking pure hell. And of course, you can do nothing but stay under the covers, pray for it to be over. Especially when it gets down to 30-something degrees in the house. If you have to eat, you just run and you just... You know, of course, we had to feed the 2 dogs, too, but, you know, you do it as fast as possible. You go to the bathroom as fast as possible. You grab something quick to eat. Remember, there's no stoves, no cooking, there's anything. You just got to grab something from the fridge as fast as you can and get the fuck under the covers again. And that's how it was for 2 straight days. I originally thought it was 48 hours, but I was checking my old videos, and I think it was actually 43. I thought it was 2 whole days. I kept track of exactly. No, wait a minute. It was not. It was 45. It was 3 hours less. 3 hours less than 48 hours. I am drinking water now, even though I know it's going to wake me up, and I'll have to get up and pee. Again, today, several hours will be the moment of truth, the scale. I had my period the entire time, so I'm not expecting to lose much of anything, but I'm going to continue with it. And I'm going to continue with it. You know, tweak a little bit, maybe throw in a little extra food, like they said, if you want to keep losing, you can throw in a little bit of extra, whatever. Not following exactly, but follow it close enough, you know. I'm in the slow process of getting all my old videos uploaded. Weird to listen to them and how everything switched around and perspectives and just, oh God. Like I said, life is like that a lot of the times. You can think one thing and not realize something completely opposite is going on. Even in the end, I learned my cousin, like Selena said, can't you, your cousin meant well. Yeah. Not so sure about that one now, Selena. She got vicious in the end towards both me and my mom. Anyone who gets that obsessed and that vicious may have ulterior motives. I'm not in her heart, I can't say for sure. I only know that I didn't have ulterior motives. I simply was doing what I believed my mother wanted. I always do what I believe my mother wants. And in the end, it all sucked. And then my mom can't adequately explain it, and she wants me to get on the phone with her friends. I'm like, I'm not doing that, Mom. I don't want to. Some of your friends are hostile towards me because they don't know the whole truth. They don't know that I certainly did mean well. I was being endlessly pushed by my cousin. I believed I was doing what was right for my mother. And I stand by my cousin in that. I feel otherwise now under the circumstances, you know, but at the time it's how I felt. Strange. I know, but I don't want to, you know, anything my mom can't adequately explain to her friends because she doesn't know everything or doesn't understand, or, you know, she was in the hospital and all this has happened. They don't need to know. You can tell them the bare minimum. You can tell them whatever you want, but just don't involve me. So please, just don't involve me, Mama. They're your friends, not mine. And that is all she wrote. I'm gonna go to bed. I can guarantee the water's gonna go through me and I'll wake up in a bit, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, right?